Hey Resonate Church, I'm Brianna, our Global Missions Intern, and this week we're in the Bronx. We're spending the next few days here partnering with Restoration Church, simply wanting to extend the grace that Jesus has extended to us, to our brothers and sisters here on the East Coast. We're praying with them and deepening our relationships with them in order to learn how we can better partner with them and serve them and see the gospel advance in their communities. We got to start off our trip at a sweet coffee joint owned by one of Restoration Church's members. Pastor Rich shared about the culture of the Bronx and his experiences as a church planter in the projects. He reminded us that although we have the same disease of sin, the symptoms look very different in different communities, and they require unique treatments. And for the South Bronx, that's being present with people and remaining embedded in the community. He shared how that is going to help the good news of Jesus spread. But God doesn't want us doing this out of our own strength. He wants to partner with us. He wants us to rely on Him and be dependent on Him to do the good works that He's called us to do. He wants us to draw our strength, our power, our love, our grace from the ultimate source, Himself, by abiding in Him and praying and asking God to just move through us. In John 15:7, Jesus tells us that if we abide in Him and His words in us, then we can ask anything and it will be done in His name. And so after talking with Pastor Rich, Pastor Scott led us through a prayer training, and we got to apply that right away by walking through the neighborhood that we'll be serving in and praying to God and asking Him to encounter His people here. We first got to spend some time alone, just being silent and listening to what God wanted to speak to us personally. We reflected on the promises that He gives us and on just how good He's been to us and how we just want to extend that love to others here. I was personally asking God to draw near to the brokenhearted and restore hope in lost souls and break the chains of generational sins. And as I was praying and as our team was praying, we all realized that who we were praying for was actually ourselves. Like, we are brokenhearted too, and we need hope, and there's still so many chains of sin that we want to hold on to. And so actually, as we were praying for others, God revealed to us where we need Him the most. Another thing we've been praying for is for God to just raise up prolific messengers of the gospel in this community. We want His love, His joy, His grace, His peace to just overflow out of the hearts of His people here into the brokenness of their own community. And so we just want to ask you guys to continue to pray for our team, continue to pray for Pastor Rich and his wife Frances, and pray for the Bronx. It's been so cool seeing God work thousands of miles across the country, and what we've seen is it's the same God, it's the same Jesus, it's the same love, it's the same grace that He just wants to pour out onto everyone. So I'm just excited to continue to share about what the Lord's doing over here. So be sure to check back for the next update. See you guys soon.